Now, Tony Blair pontificated on misinformation this week, hinting that Twitter, or X as it's called now, should be banned because people share fake news on it. It's a bit rich to be lectured on the harms of misinformation by a man who invaded Iraq based on Alastair Campbell's dodgy dossier. It's like getting babysitting advice from Jimmy Savile. Instead of banning Twitter, maybe we should ban Alastair Campbell to stop dangerous misinformation. I've seen some dodgy stuff on Twitter, but I've never seen a tweet lead to cruise missiles raining down on Iraqi weddings. Have a look at this.
Do you foresee a point in the not-too-distant future where other countries are going to have to follow Brazil's lead and take actual action against platform owners for the dissemination of disinformation?
Well, I certainly see a position where the world's going to have to come together and agree some rules around social media platforms.
Now, I know that it looks like Tony Blair is doing outreach work with alcoholics, but that was in fact left-wing journalist James O'Brien. This is a humiliation ritual for Blair. He used to have status. He used to hobnob with the Epstein Island client list. And now he's blabbering his increasingly unhinged authoritarianism to a greasy, dishevelled demagogue on a radio station. Twitter has been threatened by the European Union and banned completely in Brazil. This is hailed by the left as preserving democracy by stopping misinformation and stopping the far right. But in reality, it's a cover for the suppression of political opponents. X was taken down in Brazil when Elon Musk refused to comply with dodgy court orders to remove accounts, including members of Brazil's Congress who are in opposition to the ruling far-left party. It would be like Keir Starmer removing the Tories from Twitter. Actually, I probably shouldn't give Keir Starmer any ideas. The left spread plenty of misinformation of their own and have a history of suppressing inconvenient facts. The Democrats colluded with Twitter's previous owners to remove factual journalism about President Biden's son's use of crack and prostitutes. Just this week, the government in this country refused to tell journalists how much had been spent furnishing luxury flats for illegal immigrants, saying that it's too sensitive to reveal. We shouldn't restrict freedom of speech. We need the freedom to be wrong so that we can have the freedom to be right. We don't achieve truth by letting petty bureaucrats decide what is and what isn't the truth. And the left should worry about the precedent that they are setting. If they censor right-wing politicians, what's to stop those right-wing politicians from censoring them when they're in power?